It might be an unpopular opinion, but I find American girls are hot. Well, I'm talking about one woman on American coins in the past. Personally, my favorite coin is going to be the Standing Liberty Type 1 quarter. Let's do a quick time traveling. Let's say I'm in America, 1917. Society is a bit different than the society that we are living in. The society in 1917 was a bit conservative. For example, during the Victorian era, swimming suits for people were nothing really different from normal clothes. So, sometimes people died during swimming because the clothes soaked with water and got heavier, and ended up causing people to be drawn. People were able to go swimming at the beach because of the train rail development. The United States issued the Standing Liberty coin, and honestly, in modern perspective, this coin actually has a classic design with elegance. You can see the details on the clothes, shield, eagle feather, and the olive branch. It is almost like looking at Michelangelo's sculptures on the coin. Piece of art. But like I said, society was a bit more conservative compared to the society that we live in. What was the problem? Well, she wasn't covering her body properly. Let's be honest, who is going to touch themselves by looking at the coin? Well, it's not me. Do you? Somehow, the Mint director von Engelken asked for a minor design change. The plan was to make the design more close to the original design. But I think the conservative perspective might affect the design of the coin in that period of time. The Type 1 Standing Liberty coin was produced in 1916 and released in 1917, so Type 1 Standing Liberty quarters were made in the same year, so you can find Type 2 1917 Standing Liberty quarter coins which were produced in 1917 after they revised the design of the reverse side. How did collectors react? Well, it was a turnoff for some collectors for sure. Personally, I don't think Type 2 design isn't too bad, because it still is a gorgeous coin. Well, let's mention how expensive Type 1 Standing Liberty quarter can be. The most expensive Standing Liberty quarter Type 1 is 1916 MSFH 67, following the NGC price guide. It is listed as $165,000. However, the most expensive Standing Liberty coin is actually 1919S, Standing Liberty in MSFH 67 condition, which is priced at $310,000, following NGC price guide. If the rarity matters, then 7/1918 is the most expensive variation, because the highest grade for 7/1918 is MSFH 64, and following the NGC price guide, it is listed as $140,000. As we know, getting a higher grade is not easy, and also, it is rare to see a coin that is close to perfection from that period of time. When I open up my social media, I do see a lot of beautiful girls in bikinis, but in 1917, the swimming suits were in one-piece dress styles. Maillot was the common swimming suit design in the 1920s, and there were beach guards who checked the size of the swimming suits. Society was a bit strict in the past. Annette Kellerman was a swimmer, and the actress, she was arrested at the beach because she wore the swimming suits that exposed her arms and legs. So, as you can see, the 1917 Standing Liberty Type 1 coin was a bit controversial when it comes to design in the 1920s perspective. Bikini showed up to the world in 1946. Why did bikinis have the name of bikini? It is because people believe that people will have a culture shock as powerful as the Bikini Atoll nuclear test result. It was actually a culture shock. So, in modern perspective, the 1917 Standing Liberty quarter is a beautiful piece of art, and in 1916, the United States introduced the new design for the half-dollar coin as well, which is Walking Liberty. On the Walking Liberty, the Lady Liberty is wearing the chest armor, so I believe the original design for the Standing Liberty is with the chain armor. The Morgan dollar also has the face of Lady Liberty, and so is the Mercury dime because the design was based on Libertas, the goddess of liberty from Greek mythology. Statue of Liberty is the figure version of Lady Liberty, just like how anime characters have their figures, and it is the statues that are made and designed by France to commemorate the 100th year of the American War of Independence. People in 1884 were working on building the Statue of Liberty, and it was sent to the United States in 1885. Gustave Eiffel designed the architectural framework, and Frederic Auguste Bartholdi designed the statues. The face of Statue of Liberty Bartholdi was designed based on his mother when she was 18 years old, but people are saying the facial shape was closer to his brother. The poem that was written on the Statue of Liberty is as follows.
Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed, sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
Written by Emma Lazarus in 1883. The design of the Lady Liberty changed in peace dollars, and this time her design was closer to the Statue of the Liberty. Personally, I like the hairstyle of her in this coin. She looks sharper in this coin than Morgan dollars. However, the beautiful Lady Liberty design disappeared from history and was replaced with the face of presidents from the past. Well, I said earlier I find American girls are hot, but I do have a type. I do care more about personality instead of looks, because I believe true love is built with trust and connection. Do not get deluded by the beauty that you see. See the inner beauty, then you realize the value of love. My perspective towards love is probably a bit conservative, but at the same time, everyone has a different perspective and idea of love. It cannot be simply judged by the surface.